Hey, here's a little video. This is a question about the e-stop stuff and about the limit switches. So we see on here that each one of these corresponds with a pin. So pin 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 equal input for X is 1. 2 is Y, 3 is Z, and 4 is the fourth axis, is the E-stop, and the 5 would be the ground. So on that little board, you know, on the TB6560, the little board that it comes with there, on a 4-axis or 3-axis right here, there's a little pin or a little connector, and it has a wire that comes out. Okay, this one doesn't have it on this board apparently that they're showing, but there's a little block that has 5 wires sticking out of it. And on here is your connections. So what they're showing here, there's the little block right there. So on here, the furthest one away is 5. The pin facing the edge there is 5. That's your ground. So on your front block here, what I did is I took one of the little connectors that plug in here, opened it up, and I took 5 pin, I soldered it across here, and all the way across here I soldered them all together. So when I plug it in the front, the 5 wires that coincide with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, each one of those had a spot. So and on the plug it shows which wire is which. So I took my wires, and 1, 2, 3. It went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I soldered these two together these, and I put a wire across and soldered all these together. So all of these became grounds. So what I did is when I took and plugged this in, I eliminated this completely and unplugged it, so that whenever you plug this in and you have those 1, 2, 3, 4 wires, that's your main wire that goes to each one of your accesses for your board. And then I just took the 1 wire and ran it off, split it into 3. So I had 1 wire coming off of here with 3 extensions off of it. And then that went to each one of the backside of the limit switches. This is a control wire for a limit switch, each one of these, and then I just took 1 wire and split it into 3, and ran that to each one of the limit switches. So I didn't have to mess with this little bitty thing I could actually do. So I just found an 8-pin, female connector that plugged into this, and then just gutted it, and it took only the wires I needed out on the coincide that plugged in, and then I ran that up. So on my limit switches, this thicker wire is split 3 ways off of 1 wire, which is ground 5, 3 wires, and this wire comes from the actual cable that plugs in to this. So I just plug it in, and then I split my ground wire and ran it 3 ways for each limit switch. on my machine, and then the signal wire goes down and connects the bottom, and the ground wire on the bottom. So signal on the bottom and ground on the top, on the flat bottom, and it works perfect. Then I actually have a plug that I can plug in here. So yeah, I don't know if that helps any for people, but it does make it a little easier. And I just ran the wires, are grouped. See, here's my group wires right here. These are my signals coming out of that plug. And there's my yellow, and all my lead wires come out of the machine right here. These are my signal wires. And they go up, and then that one wire splits off into three wires. This thick wire right here, I have one connecting three of those to one wire, and it comes out of the box, and that is my ground wire. It goes to each individual limit switch. So I don't know if that helps any, but a little bit on limit switches. Thanks.